Today we are making one of my absolute favorites, bakery style Nankhatai. Nankhatai is a traditional Indian shortbread cookie loved for its rich buttery texture and that beautiful melt in the mouth feel. First, in a large bowl, I'm adding 1 cup of powdered sugar. For me, naan khatta is one of these desserts that instantly feel nostalgic. This step is important because properly mixing the ghee and sugar helps give naan khatta that delicate, crumbly, melt in mouth texture. Now it's time for our dry ingredients. I'm adding Maida, Besan, baking powder, a pinch of baking soda and cardamom powder. If you make them, let me know how they turned out in the comments. I'm also adding 1 pinch of salt. I personally love a little cardamom in naan khatta because it gives that beautifully traditional flavor. But if you're not a fan, you can absolutely skip it. It's completely optional. And adding a little salt helps balance the sweetness and enhances all over flavor. After sieving all ingredients, now I'm using a cut and fold technique to bring everything together. Try not to overmix the dough, we just want everything to combine nicely. Once it starts coming together, I'm using my hands to gently fold the dough. The consistency we are looking for is very important. The dough should be soft and smooth, not crumbly and definitely not hard. I've lined my baking tray with parchment paper, and here's a little tip I personally like to follow. I'm using a weighing scale to measure each naan khatta. I'm making each one round 35 grams. You don't necessarily have to do this, but I love weighing them because all the naan khattais came out the same size and baked more evenly. And honestly, this is only my second YouTube video and I'm still learning and figuring things out as I go. If you enjoy watching me learn, bake and experiment, let's grow together. And don't forget to subscribe and tell me in the comments what you'd like me to bake next. Do you guys know naan khatta is also believed to have originated in Surat, Gujarat? I'm topping each one with some chopped pistachios. You can also use almonds or your favorite nuts or simply leave them plain. For me, naan khatta is one of those desserts that instantly feels nostalgic. My oven is already preheated. Keep an eye on them because every oven is slightly different. You want them lightly golden but don't overbake them. That can take away that soft, delicate texture we are looking for. I'm baking these at 170 degrees for about 12 to 13 minutes. Look at these. Beautiful, golden, buttery and absolute melt in mouth naan khatta. The best part is that they're so simple. They have such a comforting and nostalgic taste. I genuinely want you guys to try this recipe at least once. You'll thank me later. Like and subscribe Coconut. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.